Good evening from Lynchburg, Virginia, where the temperature is still a scorching 96 degrees and the heat is matched only by the excitement of Week 0 college football. Tonight, Liberty opens Conference USA play against Missouri State in a matchup that's arriving months earlier than we thought it would. The Flames will lean on explosive junior running back Kanye Udo, the Arizona State transfer, expected to be the centerpiece of Liberty's offense, while Missouri State counters with preseason second-team All-Conference USA senior wide receiver Jamarie Robinson, a proven big play threat capable of stretching the field. It's an unusual spot on the calendar, but an important opportunity to gain an early edge in the conference race. Under the lights in Lynchburg, Week 0 continues. Missouri State and Liberty are ready to kick it off next.
Great to have you with us at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Missouri State Bears and the Liberty Flames. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with Coach Caldwell before the game, guys. He told me he is so excited to lead his team out onto this field where he was a player himself. He has waited his turn. It is a full circle moment for him. And he said, I cannot wait to be the head coach and be the leader that I had when I was a player. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Missouri State's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Liberty's offense has the ball first today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Now on the option. Keeps it himself. First carry of the season for this transfer. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Hunt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bears offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Takes the handoff. It's Green. Oh, what a move. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the draw, it's Green. Makes a man miss. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's got it on the right. Fighting off the defender. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulls it again on the option. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Coming out with it, it's Randolph. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. On the option. The option, he'll keep it. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Looking for room, it's Udo.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the option. Plows through the defense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. The Flames have taken it inside the 20. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Dances away. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Motion from the wideout. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Liberty.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Complete to start this drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. There he goes. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Bears will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll test the right side. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Flips it out to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Udo. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They'll go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Udo. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. He now has 53 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Leaves it with the back. There's a crease. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Goes to the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Spins away from the defender. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The run inside. It's Coleman. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and 7. Now the play fake. Under fire. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Right back to the well. He's in open space downfield. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Scanning the field, it's Locklear. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Running inside, it's Udo. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be third and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Still on his feet at the 35. A lot of room to the right. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. 1 play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. This time he's got it. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
A loss of 1 yard on the play. Coming up, 4th down.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the NC State Wolfpack. Now back to your game at Williams Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks in yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
The Flames will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him...
Makes the grab in their space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Grabbed over the middle. It's Myers. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Rotlier. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Here comes the option. He breaks a tackle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Quarterback keep. Fights off a defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Coleman. There's some room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Option look. It's Henderson.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll run play action. Fires left. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. On the run, it's Coleman. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Flames back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rides the option, he keeps it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Flames! They take the lead with the 6.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Missouri State offense heads out to open this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Fires to the tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Took a shot as he threw.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Bears will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Some misdirection with the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Udoh. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Flames have their offense in high gear. On the option. The keeper. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Udoh. Breaks the tackle. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Flames lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rides to back and leaves it. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The option look. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Flames line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Hold and fire complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Locklear. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend, but...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Flames come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Udo. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Flames kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The run inside. It's Udo. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Flames pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hands it off on the counter. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Could not make his way to the corner. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trying play action. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Still a 1-score game, and they've got a little breathing room. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires to the big fella. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Locklear. Makes the grab, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Wants to throw again. Working that wide receiver screen. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Kick is in the air. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
So Liberty gets a big conference win in Week 0. This game was supposed to happen in November, I think, but for some reason in the video game it happened in Week 0. Liberty gets the 6-point win at home against Missouri State, thanks to a whopping apparently 85 or so passing yards from their quarterback. But taking a quick look at the team stats, Liberty had the edge in first downs, 23-12. Total offense, 343 to 238. Rushing yardage, I don't know why it's saying, oh, they had more. I'm not sure why it's saying Missouri State had better, maybe because of the touchdowns, I guess. But Liberty had the edge in rushing yards, 258 to 141. Passing yards, neither team really could throw the ball. Missouri State had the edge, 97 to 85. Third down conversion percentage, Liberty had the edge, 46% to 22%. Turnovers, Missouri State had an interception thrown. Liberty didn't turn the ball over at all. And time of possession was won by Liberty by about 10.5 minutes. Looking at the players' stats for Liberty, Jalen Henderson, the player of the game, finishes 13 of 16, good efficiency, but for only 85 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. For Missouri State, Skylar Locklear finishes 17 of 27 for 97 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Leading rusher for Missouri State was actually Ramon Green Jr. 5 carries for 113 yards, 1 touchdown. He did have an 80-yard touchdown that kind of helped his yards per carry there. For Liberty, they were led by Kanye Udo, 22 carries for 121 yards. Jalen Henderson did have the only rushing touchdown, the quarterback. Leading receiver for Liberty was Mekhi Jackson, 3 catches for 26 yards, though Jamari Person did have a receiving touchdown. For Missouri State, leading receiver was Makai Cope, 6 catches for 45 yards for him. Leading blocker for Missouri State was Miles Ewell with 7 pancakes. For Liberty, it was Christian Williams with 14 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Flames, they were led in total tackles by Jaden Davis and Darrell Farrar. Each had 8. Tackles for loss are led by Brenton Williams with 3 sacks. He also led the team in sacks with 2. And Elijah Hopkins had the only interception. For Missouri State, there were no interceptions. Hieko Malone led the team with 1 sack. He also led the team in tackles for loss with 4. And total tackles, J.J. O'Neal tied with Christian Ford at 11 to lead the team. Kicking for Missouri State, no field goal attempts, but Yusuf Obeid did make both of his extra point attempts. For Liberty, Chase Reeves made both of his field goal attempts with a long of 38. He was also 2 of 2 on extra point attempts. Punting for Liberty, Joe Chamberlain had 4 punts for an average of 50.5 yards per punt. And for Missouri State, Stuart McDonald had 4 punts for an average of 53.7 yards per punt. The punting yardage is still pretty crazy right now. Kick returns for Missouri State, Isaiah McMorris, former Husker and from Omaha, Nebraska, had 4 returns for an average of 18 yards per return. For Liberty, Bryce Randolph had 1 return for 21 yards. Punt returns for Liberty, Bryce Randolph had 3 returns for an average of 4.6 yards per return, and for Missouri State, they had no punt returns at all. Scoring summary: in the first quarter, Missouri State got on the board first with an 8-yard touchdown run from Skylar Locklear. The Bears led 7-0 after 1. In the second quarter, Liberty gets on the board with a 2-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Henderson to Jamari Person. Liberty also gets a 19-yard field goal from Chase Reeves, and then Missouri State gets an 80-yard touchdown run from Ramon Green Jr. just before halftime to take the lead 14-10 at halftime. In the third quarter, Liberty gets a 14-yard touchdown run from Jalen Henderson to take a 17-14 lead into the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, Liberty gets a 37-yard field goal from Reeves to make the final score Liberty 20, Missouri State 14. So the Flames get a conference win in week 0. No clue why the video game puts this game so early when it should be in November, I believe. But Liberty will take it. They get the conference win. Headline from the game: conference win. Liberty records a key Conference USA conference win after beating Missouri State 20-14. See the players of the game: Hieko Malone and Elijah Hopkins, apparently. And Liberty led in everything but passing yards. Missouri State had 97 and had more passing yards than Liberty, shockingly enough. But Liberty gets the win, so they don't care. I think we've got 1 more game in week 0. No, 2 more games. So next up is going to be Jacksonville State at North Dakota State. Get our first look at the Bison. But from Lynchburg, Virginia, the Liberty Flames get the victory, the Conference USA victory, over Missouri State 20-14, and we will see you next time.